Everyone will be beginning in a moment. Getting everything set up before we get in proper. All right, post it there. It's all there. That's all saved. I can close that. Connection seems to be good. No drop frames or anything, so I think we're good to go. So, hi everyone. Welcome to another stream of Apollo Justice Trilogy. Today we are going to be playing the second game in the series, Dual Destinies. We had a sneak peek of last time, but we're going to be watching it again because, we're actually starting it and we might need a recap anyway. But yeah, last time we had finished off Apollo Justice. Like I mentioned then, it's a mixed bag. I don't hate it. It's okay. It does have issues, but overall it's fine. But we're going to be playing my favorite, well, my last favorite out of the more recent ones. Granted, the last time I played it was when it came out, which was like 2015, 2016, something like that. But yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna be happening, and we're gonna go from there. Just as a heads up, I slept weird. My neck cannot turn to the right, so if at any point I go like or something, like ow, even doing that hurt. If I do anything like that, that would be why. So if I make pain noises at any time, that would be why. So you just be aware of that. If I just like stop mid sentence or something. Anyway, without further ado, let us begin today's stream. Where is my game? There it is. Begin. 2013. Okay, that's a lot later than I thought. Then I thought it was sooner than that. Why the game is rated M? I think it's probably rated M for a lot of reasons, not just the intro. But okay, that's all done. Still not showing up on there. But yeah, this is a rated M stream, guys. Oh no. Probably why I like it so much, because it's a mature game rather than a child's game. Right. I believe I just have to do not load game, but actual selection. Yeah. Yay! They have costumes? Alright, let's go. Cutscene time. Looks like someone's alarm's about to go off. I know we watched it last time. We know what it actually means, but you know, we actually get to see the courtroom, what it looks like outside of a game.
These are dark times, where the law has been reduced to rubble, and it's up to us to restore it to its former glory.
The spaghetti's still there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Don't you worry. I've got a trusty new partner on board.
Hurry up and switch to a touch phone, damn it.
Done.
Future technology.
You bet. Let's do this.
She's been with us for half a year, though I can hardly believe it. Anyway, her power will be our greatest weapon.
Are you alright, miss?
And then she died because she fell down the stairs.
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end.
Again. Got the thing! Every time it's gonna get me. Phoenix is going to heaven. Oh, never mind. Did it change his tie? I don't remember it being pink, but I don't really look at it. Edge Apollo. Edgeolo. The one place capitalism hasn't touched. The moon! Episode 1, Turnabout Countdown. Yeah, let's do it! The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy without discretion. Maybe. Now all I have to do is pin everything on that little girl. Phoenix can't go to heaven, he's immortal. December 17th, 9:22 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. We've now been to 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. We have not been to 4 yet. Wait, is that picture just a picture of like a garden with tables and chairs? I miss the guy, the guy with the beard. That looks boring. It's the 3D men. There's 2 of them now instead of just 1. I've got to come up with a Athena voice. Oh, God. She's going to talk a lot. I need it to be something that's easy to do, but also different from Apollo and Phoenix, and slightly different to all the other main character women, you know, like Trucy, Maya, Mia, fucking, Pearl. God. Oh, let's just go with it. Whatever. Nope. Not feeling nervous at all. It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. Don't know who this is yet. You doing okay, Athena? Oh, hey! Oh, Apollo! Yeah, doing great. Like a hum a little tune great. Oh, yeah? That's good to hear, although... I could have sworn I heard your voice crack a few seconds there. Like Trucy, but more upbeat. Oh, God. Oof. I'm that transparent, huh? Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. There's a steal here, I tell you. This is Apollo Justice. He's a fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo is the lead for the defense on this case, but I'm going to be there in the bench with him, doing what I can to help out. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Junie. Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. I'm just happy that you're okay, Athena. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. That's why I'm going to see it to it that Juniper's name is cleared. And I'm sure you feel much the same way. You got that right. I won't rest until Junie is completely cleared of all suspicion. Apollo, Athena, I don't know who this is either yet. Okay, it's you. You have an acorn and pine cones. Is it me or is there something off with these models? I remember them looking a lot clearer on the 3DS. Thank you for doing this for me. Junie! I guess I don't need to do the coughs. I actually got sound effects for that. And now she's smelling a flower. Hey, are you okay? Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens at home in the forest, though. This is Juniper Woods. She's a moth who's a VTuber. She's my dear, dear childhood friend, and she's also our client for this case. The news keeps repeating that Junie is the alleged bomber. Wouldn't that mean that you would have to abstain because you're personally tied to the case? Or is that only police officers? Or investigators? But that's ridiculous. There's no way Junie would do anything like that. I brought you a little snack, Dina. Just a little something from my garden. Hey, thanks. So, is this an orange or a tangerine? It's an orangine. It's an orange, my grandma says. That orange is the color of strength and endurance. Oh, I get it. Straight for the trial, right? Junie, you're always so good to me. Ah, God, this neck is throwing me off. Oh, ah. All I did was turn my neck slightly and it hurt. It's throwing off my voices because each time I have to move to talk, it makes me like recoil. So I always stumble up on the words. So I'm sorry if it's not as good as it usually is. If quote unquote good. Geez, look at me standing here clutching an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes. Well, don't you worry. He's so powerful in there they won't know what hit him, right, Apollo? Yeah, that's right. Come what may, this is one trial. We just can't lose. And then he just collapsed. Apollo! Apollo! Blood is seeping through the bandages. One of his wounds must have reopened. Where? I want to see the blood. All this time he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Junie loves RC. Mr. Justice! Huh? The trial is about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom. What, now? But Apollo's in no state to defend. I have to defend Juniper. What are we going to do? The trial's about to start with or without us. There's only one other option I can think of at a time like this. Postpone the trial. But even if I called him now, he'd never get here in time. No, wait, there's something else I can do. Apollo, give me all the evidence for the case. Huh? What are you going to do? Bailiff? Yes, miss. The defense would like to submit a substitution of attorney petition. Athena? You're not seriously. You just concentrate on getting better. I'll defend Junie. Yeah, think of getting better faster. That'll make it go quicker. I'll defend Junie. All by yourself? Athena, stop for a second. Think about what you're doing or saying. You never once taken a case on alone before, right? No hay problema. I can handle it, I think. Why is she speaking Spanish? But I guess it's really up to you, Junie. Would you be okay with me taking over? Sure. I believe in you, Dina, and that's enough for me. Who cares if you're actually a lawyer? Go defend me. You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart might just burst out of my chest. But you're in no shape to stand at the bench now, so you'll just have to leave it to me. Alright. I can see your mind's made up anyway. I hate that I can't be there, but I know you'll give your utmost to defend Juniper. You bet I will. Rest assured of that. My name is Athena Sykes. Psych! I'm still a newbie, but I'm a lawyer. This is only the second time I've taken a lead in a defense court case. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. Huh. Isn't this the same sort of deal as, not Phoenix, but as Mia? Because Mia had her first trial and it went badly. And now we have Athena who's had her first trial, which apparently went badly too. And now she's doing her second trial as the first one. We have Mia 2.0. But I have to do this. I'm definitely not going to let anything bad happen to Junie. December 17th, 9:46 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 5. Is there a way to speed the text up? Because it's a bit slow. Adjust the length of time until the next line of dialogue is displayed. That's only when, like, it moves on, not when it, like, does the text. Reader, that's just to make it thingy. Okay. Hello there, 3D Judge. Day 1. Court is now in session. All rise. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, God. Pain, go away. Prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent today. Yes, well, a substitution of attorney petition was submitted just a few moments ago. Due to the explosion of the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue. I see. Not at all surprised he used to be that as an excuse to run away. With me as an adversary who would want to feign illness in order to escape. What? The nerve of this guy. I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous. Ugh. This arrogant jerk. Just throw a book at him or throw a cup of coffee at him. Widget. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Robot voice. You arrogant jerk. No, Widget. Is my hearing getting worse? I could have sworn I heard the defense say something just now. No, you didn't hear anything at all, especially not from me. How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something. Oh, that would be my indispensable partner, Widget. He sometimes blurts out what I'm thinking. Well then, if that's the case, then it's clear contradiction to what you just stated. A contradiction? What is this, a court case? You just stated that you said nothing. However, if that device of yours says you're thinking, or what you're thinking, then you indeed did said I was, what was it, elegance at work? Actually, it was arrogant, jerk. At any rate, what does it matter if it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey facing me? No fresh out of lawyer school rookie can defend this witness. Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Let us get back to the case. Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the Rookie Humiliator. Because they call you the Rookie Humiliator because you get humiliated by rookies. I know it. He really is an arrogant jerk. Arrogant jerk. Miss Sykes, if you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court. I'm very sorry. It's just a knee-jerk reaction. Now then, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please. Thank you, Your Honor. Now then, the incident occurred yesterday here at this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. Oh, we get to go there and it gets blown up? At that time, the trial for a certain bombing was held in courtroom number 4. Ah, yes, that is the judge. Yes, I was presiding over that trial as well. And Mr. Justin was there as the lawyer for the defense. A bomb that had been presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial. It was a terrible accident, and courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed. Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosion occurred. Just a few seconds more and it would have turned into a horrific loss of human life. But there was in fact one death, was there not? That is correct, Your Honor. When courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast, the body of Detective Candice Arm was discovered. Man, it's always the nice ones. What's Candice Arm? Candice Arm fit in your mouth or something? I don't know. She was to take the stand as a witness later in the trial. I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. What a terrible tragedy. I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape. Maybe the court should see about getting you even shorter robes? The victim's body was found near the entrance to the courtroom. I suspect she stayed until the very end to help guide the others out safely. Your Honor, allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and details about the bomb. Arm's autopsy report added to the court record. It's a 3D image. Cause of death trauma to the back of head caused by the impact with a flat object. Time of death between 8 and 11 a.m. That is a huge amount of time. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 3 hours. Like the maximum we've seen was like 2 hours. Stuffed animal bomb added to the court record. The time bomb that destroyed the courtroom, it was hidden inside a stuffed animal when it was detonated. Okay, I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record. When I want to check something out, I just use E. Better take a peek later. We've got to take a peek now. My brand new shiny badge. It shows that I'm a defense attorney. I don't get to examine it? Oh man. Cause of death, trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Oh, I can actually switch between profiles, but I think I could do that before. That's a lot of blood. Alright. Another lawyer at the office. He's passionate about the law and hates anything that's not fair or just. Because his name is Justice. 23. Our client in this case, have been friends since childhood. A sweet girl who loves nature. 18. Gasp in pain. The prosecuting attorney. He just seems to exude unpleasantness. Age 55. Candice Arm. The victim in this case, the detective who is heading up the investigation into a bombing incident. Age 27. Just not that much older than Apollo. Now then, please call the accused to the witness stand. Defendant, are you feeling all right? You're looking a bit pale. Is Payne's brother. Yeah, because the original Payne was Winston Payne, wasn't it? I'm so sorry. I was feeling a bit weak when I arrived here at the courthouse. But I'm alright. Judy's really giving it her all. I better make sure I do the same. If we could please proceed. Your name and occupation, defendant. Juniper Woods. I'm a high school student. Miss Woods, could you confirm where you were here in the courthouse on the day in question? Yes. I came to know Apollo Justice through my friend Thena. And so, I was there yesterday to watch his trial and lend my support. Something's wrong. Judy's really scared. You know, I also known as the defendant humiliator. It looks like I have yet another chance to show everyone how I earned that moniker. Is his arrogance no bounds? I have to protect Junie no matter what, even if it's against the law. Hey, you arrogant, Prosecutor Payne. What is it? You want me to demonstrate why I'm known as the Rookie Humiliator instead? Deep breaths, Athena. Don't let him get to you. Prosecutor Payne. Junie is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed up a claim when we saw him in the defendant lobby. And Junie, he said that he was glad to get the lotus root you gave him too. He was? My grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes. Or you just put it in your eyes and like... She says they can even help you see in the future. They can? That's the perfect present for a lawyer. I'm about to just sort out all of the cases. If that's true, I guess he must not have eaten them. A sweet, meek girl like this blowing up a courtroom into the bits. I must say, it is very hard to believe.
Objection!
Objection! Yeah. Now, Your Honor, don't let her seem any innocent appearance for you. The defendant had a motive for committing this crime, just like all of the other ones. Just remember Iris. You thought she was beautiful, and she turned out to be a demon. That's not true. I don't have any kind of motive. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed. I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. However, that doesn't matter. The only thing that does is that her objective was the destruction of courtroom number 4 itself. There are a lot more people in this court now. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that? That's a very good question, coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on a false charges? What? Why, yes. Yes, I have. And did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court system?
Objection!
No, wait just 1 minute. If that kind of thing was motive for blowing things up, then every one of our clients would turn into bombers. That's a valid point. We should have a single courthouse. Or we wouldn't have a single courthouse left standing in the land. I concede the accused isn't the only one who might bear resentment against the courts. But Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed this crime. Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. Decisive, huh? I'll believe it when I see it. It involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself, Your Majesty, Your Honor. Your Majesty. And what exactly was so unique about it? And please call me your liege. Why don't we have Miss Sykes answer that question? Huh? Me? I noticed that you appear to be very nervous. And, well, gentleman that I am, I'd like to offer you the chance to gain some confidence with such an easy question. Could he be any more condescending? Really, what a thoroughly unpleasant man. L is for loser. What did it just say? Nothing. Not a single thing. Now, let's see. What was I supposed to do at a time like this? Oh, I know. The court record. Is it because it was a devil? Giving said false charges, the judge should know this is BS. Yeah. Information I need is somewhere in the court record. All right, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb that blew up the courtroom? Was it because it was inside a stuffed animal? Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for? It was stuffed inside a stuffed animal. Its evil contentions covered up by a cute exterior. Very good. Have a cookie. Where? You gonna give me a cookie or are you giving me false implications? Give me a cookie. The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside a stuffed animal. There, how'd you like that? Not bad, huh? I am fine, just like I said from the start. I can do this. Yes, as I recall, the bomb was inside a stuffed animal the whole time. I never even got to take a good look at it. Well, what connection does this impish elephant have with the defendant? The answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here. And what, pray tell, is this? It appears to be a little singed. It's a tale, Your Honor. The tale of a poor victim of the explosion. This is incredible. Are you saying it's Detective Arm's tale? Your Honor, it's so very close, but no, it belongs to the stuffed animal. It's called the Phony Fancy, a rather unpleasant name if you ask me. He's the mascot for a campaign to eliminate false evidence and false charges, is he not? Exactly. His motto is phony evidence is just trunked up. That's so wrong on so many levels. The Phony Fancy's tail is made of vinyl cloth, for some reason. And we found something very interesting on the surface. The defendant's fingerprints. What? The Phony Fancy provided the prosecution with that's a lot of P's, with all the evidence we needed. It clearly proves the accused handled the bomb. She's blind now. Just all slouched over. But that doesn't make any sense. Why would Judy's fingerprints be on it? This does appear to be pretty irrefutable evidence. The court accepts it into evidence. Only Fancy tail added to the court record. Piece of stuffed animal the bomb was inserted into. The defendant's fingerprints are found on it. Miss Woods, would you have an explanation for this? I don't understand. How about you, Miss Sykes? Do you have any plausible explanation to refuse this decisive piece of evidence? Well, I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. But I better come up with something for Judy's sake. If you can't produce an answer, we can always go straight to the ruling, if you prefer. No, I have to say something fast. Oh no, I can't get my voice to work. Why now of all times? I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court.
As you can see, there is no room for debate.
Objection!
Why, it's you.
Best boy is back. I have lost my powers, but I am back to being an attorney. Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena. The scene is still BS. What do you mean it's BS? Apollo explained explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you out in this place. Thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, but I was having a real hard time of my own. Not the trauma, but the fact that she was triggered so easily when she just did a far harder case before this. Hey, you know, stuff happens. Well, I don't know. I think you were doing just fine, all things considered. And you hung in there, giving me enough time to get here. Now let's turn the things around. You got it, boss. Oh, look who showed up out of the blue. If it isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright, you always manage to surprise me. The table will not stand his slams. Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling. But I believe there's still many things that need to be deliberated. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints end up on the stuffed animal tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made. You are absolutely right. Let us continue from where we left off. I assume you have no objections, Mr. Payne? Not at all, Your Honor. Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. It's funny, we switched from Athena straight to Phoenix. Now he's the main character. It's cool, it's nice, I like it. But yeah, apparently he has his lawyer badge back. Judy's really struggling, Mr. Wright. I get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself. Because of yesterday? Yeah, it was understandably very traumatic for her. Poor thing. Here she is, back in the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby. Given the defendant's condition... Very well, I grant special permission. You go get some rest, Judy. Leave the rest to us. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about this. Phoenix Wright. Also, it's kind of funny because you've got the animated cutscenes which are voiced, and then the in-game stuff which is not. So when I do the voices and the animated cutscenes kind of is like, oh, so that's what they actually supposed to sound like. And then I'm like, oh, I feel inadequate now. Thanks, game. I've been looking forward to meeting you. It's been a while, Mr. Payne. You're more clueless than I'd heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne. I'm the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne. What? Long-standing rival? When were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing? You'll see, Mr. Wright. I'll cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with you at your hands. Looks like this royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as the other. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a decisive witness to the stand. This witness shall testify as to how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom. Very well. Please call your witness, Mr. Payne. He has a power glove, except without the glove. Witness your name and occupation, please. Witness? Name, Ted Toney. Occupation, bomb disposal specialist. My, what a strange robotic voice you have. Speaks into this via typing. It is the same as me talking. He sounds exactly like a robot. Can't you speak in a normal manner? I can. He can. But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient. Energy expenditure, speaking, typing, understand, or greater than typing, or less than, whatever. What an odd witness. Mr. Tonate was in charge of the bomb for that trial, and there was there when it went off. To be fair, you could just say, you know, well, you don't need it for a medical reason, and you don't need it, so speak, because we could miss something because you're typing. Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the victim? Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim. Nano. I don't know how to say that. Shocked? I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. So he was the first to discover the body, was he? He's here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion. Very well. The court will hear Mr. Tonate's testimony. At the very least, show the court some respect and remove the face guard, witness. Take off the goggles. When the bomb went off. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb named HH3000, operated by a timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on? Precisely. Activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to, Mr. Wright. I guess this makes you a blue monkey in the barrel of fun, boss? I'd like now to begin my cross-examination. Huh? Mr. Tonate, what is that? HH3000, a.k.a. a bomb. A bomb? Great googly moogly. Yarr! Mr. Tonate, I'd imagine you disarmed it this instant. Disassembly complete. 5.3 seconds, 0.2 seconds short of my personal best. Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know. This is an exact replica of the HH3000. It used to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success, explosion equals failure, and death. I'm just looking in the background. This person here is just like so done with shit. It's like, why am I here? An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looked like. I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. It kind of looks like a GameCube. Dimensions, 10 inches, height, times 10, weight times 10, D, was probably dimensions. Weight, 12 pounds, a perfect replication. Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed. Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It was a very puzzling wiring setup. It is regrettable. I could not replicate it. Witness, that is enough. There is no need to replicate anything here. HH3000 bomb updated in the court record. And now, if the defense would begin their cross-examination... Where's Miss Sykes gone to? Dina, you can come out now. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's get to work. I guess you were pretty scared, huh? What? I don't know what you're talking about. She was about to bolt. Hey, put a sock in it, widget. As transparent as ever. Now let's see. Where were we? We were at the cross-examination. Oh, cross-examination. Of course. She seems disorientated. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine to help her focus. Sure! Athena, you remember how to conduct a cross-examination, right? What? Of course I do. What kind of lawyer would I be if I didn't? No, don't get upset. But what do you say to humoring me with a little review? You got it. Basically, we examine a witness testimony and compare it against the court record, searching carefully for any inconsistencies. The green text represents a witness's testimony. Green text? What are you talking about? We can use D. We can use the D to advance the next statement of their testimony. And we can press A to go back to the previous statement. Paying close attention to the testimony, we should keep an ear out for anything strange. And be prepared to present, or in our case, to the court. Or via the court record. The court record contains information of all the information we have at our disposal. We can use it to look for facts that conflict with what the witness has said. And present any counter-evidence we find to refute that statement. And what if nothing contradicts or conflicts with the witness's testimony? Well, that's when we press the witness for more information. For any inconsistencies or lies, in the testimony, and reveal them to the court. And that's what cross-examination is all about. Looks like you remembered it just as I taught it. And it was a nice refresher, of course, for me. If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help. Press R with the option to consult with me appears. I can consult with you? Finally! A consult that actually consults me. I'll let you know where I think the suspicious statement is. Sounds good. I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. Alright, it's cross-examination time. Hey, Sean. Glad you can make it. Cross-examination. Woo! The words blew the people away when the bomb went off. I remember this song. I don't know why I like it. I just do.
Hold it!
You say that you disarmed the bomb, but are you really sure it was disarmed? Absolutely. I can disarm anything. In a flash. That looks more like dismantle than disarm to me. Oh, pardon me. Let's see. Is there any chance he could have forgotten to disarm the bomb? Impossible. I do not make rudimentary mistakes like that. They say to err is human. Although the jury's still out on this guy. You must know, Mr. Wright, according to the court's own records, the fact that the bomb had indeed been disarmed was officially confirmed. I guess I can rule out the possibility that he forgot to disarm it. So Apollo died earlier, right? Yeah, he fell over and then he started bleeding. Could you talk about the bomb in a little more detail of the court, Mr. Tonate? Oh! How am I missing these names so often? Tonate. Detonate. Ah! Certainly. So, R. I pressed R. There's no option. Consult me!
Hold it!
What was the approximate size and weight of the bomb? Dimensions. We already said this. This information is also written on the photograph. Ah, yes, here it is on the back. According to this, the case is made out of an alloy plating 5/16 of an inch thick. That certainly sounds like one thick and very heavy bit of metal. I bet if I dropped that thing on your foot, you'd be hopping. If you dropped that thing anywhere, I'd be hopping for the nearest exit. Very well, I believe the court has heard enough about the bomb itself. So, Mr. Tonate, you were keeping an eye on the bomb. Where were you watching from?
Hold it!
Why were you in the gallery? My duties may have been over for the moment, but I wanted to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful. Explosive devices are very dangerous things. Ah, how very admirably responsible of you. A model to be emulated. I practice disarming bombs every day. I practice assembling them too. The disarming part I get, but assembling them? Well, I'll have you know I practice presenting evidence every day myself. I see, but do you ever practice having evidence presented to you? Presented to me? What? No, Then you cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you? That does it. I'm going to start practicing having evidence presented to me every day. You better drink some coffee, boss. We're going to be pulling an all-nighter. I don't think that will be necessary or worth either of our time. So, Mr. Tonate, I still can't believe I missed that. What did you witness from the gallery?
Hold it!
You saw it counting down clearly with your own eyes? I hardly think a timer as small as the one on the bomb could be seen from the gallery. These goggles help me see very small things clearly from very far away. I can even see what you had for breakfast by looking at your tie. Why do I suddenly feel like a bug under a magnifying glass? I guess it's possible he saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles. I'm not sure, but there's something that just doesn't sit right with me. Took me a while to realize the pun too. Good. Huh? I don't think I follow. The bomb was completely hidden inside the stuffed animal. So well concealed, in fact, that it didn't even really look like a bomb at all. So you're trying to find testimony that conflicts with the evidence, right? That's right. Listening carefully to Mr. Tonate's testimony is the first step. After that, it's a matter of taking a look at any evidence that seems relevant. Remember that you'll open the court record when you go to present something? If you find evidence that conflicts with the testimony, present it. Let's see. This testimony is about when the bomb went off. So I think the state it was in at the time would be pretty important. A bomb that didn't look like a bomb because it was inside a stuffed animal, huh? I need to get to the last one.
Objection!
I throw the teddy at him. So you say you saw the bomb's countdown. Is that right? Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0. And I say that you are clearly lying. What are you talking about? There is no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside the stuffed animal. Mr. Tonate, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer? What? No! That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this? Well, Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. Found a contradiction right off the bat. Always remember, Athena, when you find any consistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is up to us to dig it out. Pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tonate? Well, let me see. No. There must be some mistake. Oh, yes, of course. I remember now. The sound, I knew because of the sound. Sound? What sound? It's strange. I like the voice for Phoenix, and yet it's more high-pitched than his younger self. It's like Phoenix went higher instead of lower. It's because he's so happy because he's a lawyer again. I don't know. When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down. A beeping noise, say. I suppose it would be possible to notice that even with the bomb inside of the stuffed animal. I simply made a mistake. My bad.
Objection!
How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of bombs timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? You just got back from Edgeworth. Oh, God. It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer? It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know. Now he's just showing off. You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being mistrustful is not an attractive quality, you know. And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you? Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tonate did not hear the sound. Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. If I have this correct, the prosecution argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods. That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tonate happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb. What's this now? Why didn't he try to stop it then, before the trial? It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch. The remote switch? Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. It has been missing ever since the incident. Switch that starts the time bomb's countdown. It was stolen just before the blast and is now missing. I am partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen when I was talking with the lawyer. The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer.
Objection!
How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby?
Objection!
The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside of the case was in that lobby. Therefore, there was only one and only opportunity anyone could have had to meddle with it. Someone other than Mr. Tonate could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. Do you see the number here? It is my identification number. And I have only the key. I have the only key that can open the case. Bomb transport case added to the court record. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Miss Woods who stole the remote switch. And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. So? That means we're at an impasse, not that you win. Well, what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb. The tail. 5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 seconds, or deciseconds. His identification spells loser, does it? I didn't even look at the number and what it meant. The defense advantage had lasted a mere 5 minutes. Talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints as a trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage. It appears we still have to hear from the defendant herself once more. I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Miss Woods to the stand. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright. I'm worried about a condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I could read your I could read your feelings, you know, you boss. Guess there's no hiding from her, huh? Don't worry, I know how we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay. I'll kill them. Yeah, she's already at anger level 1. She has anger levels? Don't worry, I'll stop the proceeding before I let anything bad happen to her. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. In that case, I will take my leave. Before I do, there is just one more thing, Mr. Wright. Is it... Athena got the Glock. Me? Yes? Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. Ugh, this guy is hiding something. I just know it. And he also threatened me on the stand to see if I could do one better. He obviously is the bad guy. He's like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? You're trying to goad him into getting the answers? You think you can't be caught? That means you're the true court criminal. Now, if you will excuse me, bailiff, go out to the lobby and bring in the defendant. Junie. Hi, Tina. She looks even worse off than before. Don't worry, Junie, we're here for you. Thanks, Tina. I'll do my best too. You blew up the courthouse or courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct? No, of course not. What's that you say? I can barely hear you. I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scary.
Objection!
What an impotent little gal. Stop acting innocent and tell the truth. Stop lying. Stop being impudent. Why, Payne is such a dick. I don't like this one. Bring back the other one. This is getting ugly. You re-out the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it. That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was, isn't that right? Mr. Wright, can I go give that prosecutor a smack? What? Of course not. Do we have a review courtroom manners again? Or courtroom manners 101? We can't let a creep like that bully innocent girls like this off so easily. I haven't forgotten about how he treated you. Don't worry about me, just help Junie. Her heart's crying out. She's so scared. So very scared. Whereas Athena's picking up something with her heightened sense of hearing. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. I thought it was all just robots. It's not. It's like Apollo has the eyes, Athena has the ears, Phoenix Wright has the heart. And it sounds like this time it's the voice of Miss Wood's heart. Don't deny it. You stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you? Shut up, Payne! Jesus, why are you badgering her? Like, surely this should be counting for objection. Why is no one saying it?
Objection!
Okay, there you go. Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant. That's what I'm saying! Yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman. But don't you know, Your Honor? There is no more a gentleman in this world than I. Shut up! I hate you. As if a gentleman or even a gentleman would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win. Tina. Take a gentleman such as I, a rude ruffian. I'll have you know I'd attend a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than just a mere gentleman. I'm a genteel man. Not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you're not. You got it. See no evil, Apollo. Hear no evil, Athena. Speak no evil, Phoenix. Oh, okay. I'd demand my money back from that manners class if I were you. Burn! I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but... Mr. Payne, that will be enough. Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off. I kind of like her outfit. It's a nice dress. Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off, and rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. Judy's clearly in pain being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out. This isn't going to work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants, we can listen to what's inside her heart. Is that a tumor I hear? I do too, it's just her hairstyle. Yeah, her hairstyle. I think it's supposed to, like, try and invoke the sense of berries, like it's juniper berries. Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Wood's heart. Yes, and they sound incredibly strange. Stranged? Strained. She's so scared, I think she could collapse any second. Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. Tumors can grow teeth. Yeah, I know. It's great. Tumors can grow teeth, hair. I think the only thing they can't grow is eyes. But I'd have to look that up. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of their voice. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology you studied. Analytical psychology? Oh my god, she's got a doctorate? And listen to the testimony of Miss Woods' heart. Okay, boss, I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. Alf Gates? Let's do this. Why is she speaking? First it was Spanish, now it's German. I forgot she does this. I've forgotten a lot of things, it seems. Robot time. So your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right? In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and images that I picked up on them just now, just while listening to her testimony, I can enter all of that into Widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. She studied in Europe for a decade. Is it me, or is like nearly everyone in this game studying abroad except for Phoenix? Like, everyone's studying in different law like countries, and then they come back and it's like, this law makes no sense. Of course not. You've been to countries where the law is actually somewhat good. Whee! These mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's mood. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. No! When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. When she feels sadness or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprised marker will let us know. So with all your special ability in Widget's Mood Matrix program, we can track how Miss Woods is feeling or how she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology. Yep, now let's give it a shot. I wouldn't want to stay there, honestly. I'm picking up on some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. Noise level 100%. See here, this is the noise, what the noise looks like in the mood matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. I'm just going to say, Athena made this thing as far as I recall. She made this piece of technology. Why is she not famous? Literal holographic technology and an AI. Like, what? If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop. Right, I had to look after Maya, Pearl, and then Trucy. And still Trucy. I think she's still living with him. Okay, it's time to listen to Miss Wood's true testimony. Her mom made it. Okay, well, never mind then. Is she sitting? Well, that day, cough. I was watching from the gallery. Bomb. The bomb went off. And rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. Why is she happy about that? I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now. This power of Athena's is incredible. And I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony. What? Already? Look at this. When she says it fell on top of her, the happy marker is reacting. Well, look at that. That is odd. There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find that unexpected emotion, you'll first need to pinpoint, cue it. And then when the selected expected emotion, or the selected unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers with space. I did not read that properly at all. And then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers with spacebar, or click it. Press the pinpoint button.
Got it!
Which is registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rubbling falling, huh? What? Rubbling? Whatever. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Miss Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy? What? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading through Junie's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junie will start to calm down. Great. Let's hear what she has to say. Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled, I tripped. Better than the perceived mechanic, that's for sure. What do you mean? I like zooming in on people's faces and seeing all their skin pores. And then the rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then, Apollo came and rescued me. Apolloids. Yeah, I ship it. Apollo? He used his own body to shield me from the rubble. So that's when he sustained those injuries. How do you feel, Junie? Did you talking about Apollo give you some courage? Yes, Apollo is just like the sun, strong and bright and warm. Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. Wow, okay. And see, your coughing stopped all of a sudden. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Dina. 50% less noise. Looks like we're able to draw out some new testimony. Pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must be still some distorted or some discord in Junie's heart. I guess we'll have to keep going then. Let me input the new information, update the mood matrix, and we'll be able to be good to go. You remember what to do, right? I'm sorry, but every single time I imagine someone having a holographic display and having one of those gloves, I'm immediately brought back to Heavy Rain and the guy with the glasses and the glove. And then he starts going crazy and seeing tanks everywhere. I love the animation. One where she's making the hearts. Yeah, it's cute. When I find an unexpected emotion, I should first pinpoint it. That's right. And when you select it from the food markers, I'm losing it. Mood markers for a space. We can find the reason for the discord in our heart. Then we should be able to draw even more new testimony out. Info updated. I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get away, the bomb went off. I was so startled I tripped, then rubble started falling on me. I thought I was done for. Info updated. But then Apollo came and rescued me. Well, now he's sad.
Got it!
You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you? Yes, I was really happy. I'll just leave it on for a bit for the people that like this animation. I haven't played that game in years. Yeah, it's quite old. I want to play it in the future, but I need to get it on PC first. I've mentioned it before. I have a love-hate relationship with the guy who makes them. The French man. I can't remember his name right now for some reason. But yeah. Okay, it's enough. Was there also something you felt sad about at the same time? Sad? The reason I ask is, when you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness too. How is this permissible in court? Like, oh, we sensed that you were sad. Can you tell us more about that? Objection. What the hell are you on about, defendant? What do you mean he was sad? What does that matter? Of course he was sad. Oh, I think it's probably because of Bumrap Riney. Bumrap Riney? Well, what do you know? Something new. That's right. I brought my stuffed animal, Bumrat Riney, to watch the trial with me. Bumrat Riney and Phony Fanty are brothers. Who knew that the legal world would inspire a whole line of merchandise? Dude, you were there when it first started with the freaking Blue Badger. This world is weird, okay? You should know that by now. I had Bumrat Riney with me while I was watching the trial. But it wasn't until Apollo saved me that I realized I'd lost him when I was running away. Poor Riney, a victim of the terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster. Why is he dressed like Apollo? Like a phoenix? It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges. Phony Fanty and Bumrat Riney, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant with a rhinoceros? When Shelby was a kid, another kid kept going into his balancing animations through all quick time events and yeah. I want to experience that kind of bug. That sounds fun. Mr. Wright, I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore. Woo! She now is 100% a person. So I guess that means we managed to draw out all of her testimony. That's right. I'll just make an update with the new info and we have the whole picture. So do you think her new testimony will help? Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. Bumrat Riney was in the courtroom when the bomb went off. Now that we know that, it changes the meaning of the other pieces of evidence. All I have to do is present it at the right statement. I was watching from the gallery with Bumrat Riney and tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get out of the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled I tripped and rubble started falling. I thought I was done for. But then Apollo came and rescued me. Okay. That's such a big teddy bear. I didn't think it was going to be that big. Wait a minute. Oh, it's the tail.
Objection!
There we go. Miss Woods, I know this trial has been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You are without a doubt innocent. Mr. Wright, what wild assertion are you making now? My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail that the defendant fingerprints were found on wasn't that of a phony Fanty. It was the tail of a gallery companion, Bun-Rat Riney.
Objection!
What? What nonsense is this? I can see they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. They're distinct as a defendant lawyer and a prosecutor. But are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law. And elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They're both grey, for example. Anyway, this poster is all I need to prove my assertion to be true. If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how the two got mixed up. I've got to present.
Take that!
Well, would you look at that? Two tails are exactly the same. We've been going for a while now. It's not been 2 hours. We still got loads of time. Yes, exactly. The best pursuit theme. It's decent. I'll definitely give it that. It's definitely in the top 5. Two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals. You could say different species. But the design of their tails is the exact same. Ah! He's wearing a toupee! Order in the courtroom. As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bum-Rat Riney, we can no longer consider it to be decisive proof that the defendant handled the bomb. I just had a thought. Imagine if there is no Gaspin Payne, and it's literally Winston Payne pretending to be a brother he doesn't have, just so then he can be in this court case. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsubstantiated. Oh yeah, for sure. The first attorney's pursuit theme, definitely my favorite. Or is it Cornered? One of the ones. The one of them is my favorite one is like the Unlimited Corners or Pursuits or whatever, where they have like different versions of the same song, and it just gets better and better. Would you agree, Mr. Payne? Oh, yes, of course, Your Honor. Ooh, that was great, Athena, right? You turned things right around. Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least we managed to hold out this long. I believe that brings our proceedings to close for today. Mr. Payne, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow. Court is adjourned. Woo, we did it! I know the video you're talking about. Yeah! 7/17th, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. That was exciting, boss. We did it. True to form, you managed to just barely put it off at the very last moment. True to form? Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me. Thank you for everything you're doing. You did great, Miss Woods. Really stuck it out. And you got really brave at the end, just when we needed you most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around. But you were the one who gave me that courage, Thena. Really? Thanks. To be honest, was I any help at all? What is that face? And why do I find it cute when she's doing that with her hair? Of course. Without you, we would never have gotten out of that tight spot. That's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm going to give it my all. It'll be so good one day that you'll call me your partner. She's also going to kick some ass. Ooh, Athena. That's what I like to hear. Analytical psychology, the ability to solve the riddles of a person. This is kind of the reason why I like Athena as a character. Like Phoenix is his own character, his own cool thing. He's sassy and all that kind of thing. And he's great. And then there's Apollo, who's just Cores of Steel and all that kind of thing, you know. At least in the first game, he wasn't interesting. He wasn't boring. He just wasn't as interesting. You got Athena, who's just like, I'm going to kick people's ass. She's great. Anyway, enough question. Athena's true potential is beginning to really shine through now. Hey, where's Apollo anyway? Good question. I almost forgot about him. Even Phoenix is like, I forgot about Apollo. I forgot I had a second person who's in my business. I assumed he'd still be here in the lobby. Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in the courtroom number 4. It's like Apollo never had a character arc in his game. Courtroom number 4? What would he be doing at a scene over the explosion? When I came out of the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about Bum Rap Riney. I told him I dropped Riney in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then Apollo said he'd had an idea where Riney might be, so we went to take a good look together. And then he gets too many. Does he? I didn't know that. Huh. I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be. So you went looking for Riney together before you were called back into the courtroom number 5? Yes. I had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. But then they called me into the courtroom to testify. Apollo insisted on staying there, though. With all those injuries, I wonder how he's managing. I think Apollo might have figured something out. Wonder what it was. You know, this is the same guy who literally moments ago collapsed and one of his wounds reopened. And then he's like, you know what, let's go find your stuffed toy. And then his guts start spilling out. I wonder what it was. He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. Just maybe he found some new piece of evidence. Anyway, forget about him. You better go and get him. Good idea. He's dead. December 17th, 12:11 p.m. That's what, like 30 minutes later? I think it was like 11:57 or something before. It was a cutscene.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today. Come on, I know you're... No.
He's dead. I told you. To be continued. Oh. Saving. We still have half an hour to go. I usually try to go for 2 hours, but I really tried to kill Apollo off in this game, huh? It's to show how many fans didn't like him. They're like, well, people don't like him. Let's put him in all these terrible situations. Yeah, if y'all want me to end it there, I can pick this up next time. But I do have 30 minutes. But I think save it for next time. Okay. Sure. But, we can end it early, and then we can pick it up next time and then be like into it. Let's put him in a body bag. All right. I'm saving again. Go to games menu. It's jarring to start back mid-trial, but it's the best. I could have just exited. All right, but we shall stop there. We can pick this up next week, Tuesday, where we can hopefully have not a painful neck, so I can do voices better. Never mind. I was trying to test my neck to see if it was better. The moment I like tilted it, it hurt. So no, it's not better. But yes, it's trying to start back mid-trial. Yeah, I can understand that. Dump him into the sea, put him in the box, put him down the river. Jeez, man. You guys are so mean to Apollo. It's not as though, you know, he doesn't have a character or something. He's fine. Talk about. But yeah, we'll pick this up next week, Tuesday. Hopefully see what happens next. He won't be fine for long. What do you mean? He becomes a better character in this game. What are you talking about? He becomes edgy. But yeah, we shall see what happens next time. We'll pick this up on Tuesday. Tomorrow I'll be back with Halo 2, so look forward to that. I know I am, because I'm enjoying myself with that. I'm only one that did in AA4. Yeah, and I don't hate Apollo. I just think he definitely could have had more work done with him. Because he's just a character. Like, you compare Apollo and Gavin. Gavin seems like an actual full character because he's just a normal guy who has a brother who killed someone and his brother is evil. And Gavin himself is like, no, I need to get out of this darkness because this is bad. I need to find the truth. Apollo's just like, I still have things to learn. Like, what? Let everyone else do my job for me. But yes, we shall pick up next time. So thank you all for joining. That managed to make it today. I hope everyone enjoyed, regardless of my weird way of saying words at some points for some reason. So as usual, like, follow, subscribe to the bell notifications so you know when our next stream. Do be aware that sometimes, you know, YouTube sometimes unsubscribes people. So if you don't get any notifications, just be sure that you are subscribed, because sometimes they just unsubscribe for some reason. Apparently that happens. It haven't actually happened to me. But some people get that happen. So, yeah. We shall see what happens next time. So thank you all for joining. And all that stuff. Already said all that. Patreon, if you want to become a Patreon, or tips, there's links in the description for those. And if you do become a patron, you get your name added to the Patreon list here, where I give you a shout out at the end of every stream, like I do with Hiroru Kuni and Swordmaster. And I greatly appreciate you and thank you for the continued support. And I allow you to use the mood matrix to find out how I truly feel about Apollo. But yeah, until next time, y'all take care. Have a nice rest of the day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, Sean. Bye, Rapatron. Bye, everyone else. Have a good one.